for the Leo Collective. Hello, Leos. My name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, we are going to drop some ink on this scroll made in your name and essence that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on some tarot or oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Give is here, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive release freely. If you're a new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. Let's dig in. Let's explore and expand. You know the drill. We are here to create a portal to perceive in, less worrying about making a masterpiece. But I am grateful you are here. Always feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel, as your insights do deepen the reading and the reflections, and nurture our interconnected nature.
Come over here.
You can comment, drop an emoji. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated, Leos. And your first link below, YouTube video link below, will be to your extended. If you'd like to join us in the second tier of the Secret Society. We're fun. When you're ready, if you're still with me, we're going to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Leo Collective. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning.
There's 4.
Leos, you're welcome to take a screenshot, personal use only, so you can scry in your own time. It's funny how the ink went over the Leo, so it's like Leo. All right, there's a person right here, very clearly a human figure stepping forward.
I can't speak.
Okay, so we'll try and speak with you or for you as best we can. I'm getting this energy of like seeing them like white flags, you know, if you were to like surrender. I feel like this is towards you. You might have somebody in the afterlife specifically that
Below.
has, I don't know, and this message may be for one or a few or many, and thank you for holding space for them to receive it. They're stepping forward for forgiveness from the afterlife, from the spirit realm. For others, I see some sort of like fanning out. Like when you walk into a room, I don't mean to say it like somehow, but there's this fanning out of your energy, Leo. Do you know what it makes me feel like? Here's exactly, well, the best way I can say it. In this fanning out, and you might imagine these fans as feathers or whatnot, but I'm seeing it like the fur of a lion. It feels very, very soft. I also feel like I'm working in the spirit of those white flags, because who is that? Dido? Does she sing something about white flags? So it could be a relationship as well, if it's somebody here still in the animated realm and is trying to step forward. Yeah, if you've been fighting with someone or just not getting along, Leos, I feel like they're trying to step forward for good old fashioned, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Crime.
So sorry. And maybe they committed a crime against you. That's how it felt. Anyway, sorry. So the fanning out feels like fur. You're very soothing. You know what it makes me feel as though, you know, the benefits they say of having pets from an emotional space, a psychological space, all that kind of good stuff. Your energy makes me feel that sensation. I'm not applying a who's who. It's the sensation. It's the sensation. I don't know how else to say that. I feel like it's very clear, but if you're looking at me like, It means nothing. I get it, but can I zoom in? The sensation of a hand to fur. It's not about who's the
Please
hand
go.
and who's the fur. It's the sensation. I'll leave it there. All right. There's busy hair. Busy hair in here. If this was body, arms, this is hair. I kind of feel like I am a performer. I feel like a performer. Oh, it feels very like done. Very done very well. I'm also seeing a dog sniffing a little owl way in here. I don't know if you can see it or if I need to bring out the Scrying with that owl. Like the dog's here. And this little shape here is an owl. This is like a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Oh my goodness. I should not, but here I am. just giving it. Just sharing the wealth of my performance. It's because you have this aura of confidence and soothing to just be. Even when there's something going on that might be a little shady or was shady, or if somebody did you dirty or something along that lines with these checkered flags and white flags of surrender with somebody in the spirit realm, and for anyone dealing with it here and now. Also, on a personal note, if it is in the channel of corporate creative, personal professional, romantic platonic, I feel as though there's a new wisdom stepping into your field. I don't know if somebody is graduating quite specifically, completing a course or something along these lines. This is a wisdom I think that you have been looking for, have been learning and integrating. And I don't know if you just don't recognize it, but it's done. Like, I don't know, it's there. I feel like I have choice. We're here for Leo. There's so much going on in my head. There's also conversations going on. Okay, so there might be a connection coming in quite specifically for somebody. Sorry, I'm up here, and I feel as though I'm getting nudges from spirit guides or spirit teams, whatever the case may be, to bring two people together. Personal, platonic, corporate, creative, doesn't matter. Or at least it's not mattering to me, whatever channel it fits for you. I have here Transformation, Rumi of Persia. Okay, you know me. I'm going to read. I read art first, and you're welcome to as well. So, see how in this card, just as I was talking about this connection, so creepy. Imagine if all the spirit guides, ancestors with the red ribbon might mean something to you, or sash specifically.
Bedroom.
And they are doing like this love dance around you two, trying to nudge you in closer and closer and closer and closer. This also brings me back to performing. Somebody might be a dancer, you might be part of a dance team. Even if it's like Zumba or something like that. Or learning
I want to stay.
New ways to move. Because it's something about, transformation. You know how like you would work out? I do not, but you would work out for strength, but it transforms your body, transforms your energy. You take a blank canvas and you add paint or, whatever the case is, mixed media, and it transforms the canvas. There's something about you, Leo, that I'm sensing as a guest here. So, and it's back to that like sensation of the hand to the fur of these fans. You transform energy around you. It's such a wistful feeling, but organized. You know, like synchronized swimming or something along that lines. There's a very sweet smell wafting in here right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, purification's coming through with the Ganges River of India. Is this what you do? Your performance is purifying. But you also have this, okay,
Why is she here?
There's even fans up here with your spirit guides of sorts that are nudging, because I'm seeing them like Pepe Le Pieus, which is funny, Pepe Le Pieux, Pepe Le Leos, bringing this together. Now, whether this is a purifying of a conversation, a conundrum, a connection, I can't say necessarily when I go down one rabbit hole that necessarily means things are going to go back the way they were. The point of purifying is not to return to the last point before the damage occurred and like relive that over and over and over again. It's like stepping forward from what, it's almost like, what does the purification indicate? It could even just be purifying of resentments to move on, but not necessarily get back together if it's in a romantic way, or even, to be honest with you, even platonic way. There's a sheep in here. I'm going to turn this sideways for a quick second. It's a sheep. It's not a black sheep. It's a Baba white sheep. Also something about pickleball or tennis, ping pong, some sort of paddle and ball game.
Not.
I have that I am not playing. But maybe it's just an activity like dance, right? Because I'm seeing the tennis players, the people go back and forth, and it looks like a dance. Grounded, 17, Uluru, Australia. Look at all that red. It's something about my foundations, my core competencies, my programs that run. It's like purifying any programs to get to the core competency, core of them. Anyway, I don't need to try and blah 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 spit it out. Because the way I want to say and see this is as this one big being. Sometimes there could be clutter in my head. And I want to soothe, self-care, all that kind of good stuff. For those of you that work with spirit specifically in some way, shape, or form, in your everyday, and you notice symbols, license plate, colors, the colors of the clothes that you decide to wear, really it can be like just perfectedly integrated into the mundane to working with tarot, oracle, and any other form of divination. It's about it being grounded in to the everyday. And I think sometimes there's a lot of conversations going on in my head. I kind of want to say I might be over-inspired sometimes, and then I kind of wander into that feeling of like ADHD or
down there.
I don't know, pick one. And I go for my pet to soothe. I go to the grass to walk and ground. It's that sensation again. That's what you bring, and that's what you cultivate for your own self in however which way that you purify. Excuse me, because imagine if this being, wild hair, I'm looking at all these different things, there's conversation, this is great, it feels very inspired. And I'm going to notice that, do some sort of maybe you're really good in the shower to like channel, release, cleanse, whatever, or salt water. Maybe you have like a salt spritz or Florida water, rose water, whatever people use nowadays, I'm not sure. And from that, then you come out and it's like you stand on this ground that is empowered. That is empowered by your purification. Because it like resets something like a metabolism. And there's all these metabolisms going on at the same time. The mechanics of these this is what it's like. It's like the mechanics of the mind.
Shot.
It kind of gives me genius vibes. Were you shot? And as I stand upon, like, still in this figure, but then I come more so down here. And I surrender and kind of just stand there. And I allow for a moment, again, maybe you're in the shower, maybe you're driving, wherever you decide and is your safe way to do this. And I allow spirit of your ancestors, whatever the case may be, you know who they are, a deity, gods, goddesses, to replenish you in exchange for what you do, in service of what you do, by being you. Some of you are really working at being better, and I want that to be acknowledged, like that's happening, because I'm back to that owl thing again. Like it's almost as if, and going back in the other description, I'm going to do my best because I'm not sure that I can still remember. And maybe in that relationship, it's like, purifying your relationship or forgiveness. And does it reset to the last save point of like before the damage occurred? And it's like, no, we're not going back to that save point because the damage occurred after. So here, and it's kind of like that feeling,
please listen,
but staying after. And that's where you hold, so that there's always this progression. And sometimes it's very subtle. And other times it's very, very fierce. But overall it's balanced, and you receive that back from spirit. They dance all around you. It's wild. If there are, before I head over to the extended, if there's anyone working through, because I'm seeing it like a washing machine now, washing clothes, washing colors, knowing,
sure,
what hot water with whites and cold water with colors, there's a chemistry there, and kind of doing your own laundry, whatever this laundry may represent. And Leo's, it's folded, it's put away. You've donated some things. You've gotten rid of some clothes, as the example is stepping forward. It's like there's new pieces coming in. Space for new pieces.
Bad.
To replace, I think, what was just holding on. Like there's no amount of bleach or soap.
Linda.
And whether that's grief, gratitude, forgiveness, sorrows that you've moved through, wants, desires, I can't help but feel, I'm sorry if this is very strange, but I'm sorry not sorry, because there's just a very specific sensation in the Leo aura, and I simultaneously feel taken care of, I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel soothed. And I also feel like I'm ready. Let's do this. Like there's, and I'm like, as a guest here, I'm just like, okay. But it's almost like, okay, you know, taking that nap and preparing to go perform, grabbing cat naps, or, you know, whatever you might do in these moments to replenish. Like, even though you might be doing one thing physically, but it's like you know how to also do another thing spiritually, energetically, emotionally, etc. All the mechanics of this. And you're mastering it. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna carry on to the extended. It'll be the first link below to the YouTube video if you're joining me. If not, that's cool too. I'm so grateful for your time, presence, awareness, and intention. Until next time, so much love.